Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Good God, that's loud. Alright, I think I'm back. Let me check my stream real quick. Do I have the link still? No. Let me go get it from here. Is my stream live? It looks like I'm live. Let me see. Just need to see some brush strokes. Okay, yeah, it's live. Alright, cool. I apologize for my stream dropping out of nowhere. I don't know if it kicked you out or anything. My Windows decided to make the loudest fucking noise, so I know that that at least doesn't matter. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, my stream dropped. That's not too surprising. But hopefully that doesn't become a reoccurring problem. I think that's the shape going on here, maybe a lot more flat. Yeah, like that, right there. So this is the shape on the arm. And then just layered over. I'm looking for another soundtrack since you're on the last track. Mine on Silent Hill 2, but it's most entirely ambient. That's fine. I don't mind ambient music. Pretty much anything's good. As long as it's not, you know, as long as there's noise, or even ambient noise is fine. I guess what I'm trying to say, as long as there's just noise for the stream, so somebody comes in here, they're not just like, what's this idiot talking about? They're just sitting here by themselves talking. It's like, yeah. I just need something to listen to. Because I could easily just sit in entire silence and draw. Sometimes I accidentally forget to turn Spotify back on when I'm drawing. The songs are suddenly loud. Oh. You could always send that that Final Fantasy track that you also, will this autoplay to something else? You said it's on the last song. Yeah, I am on the last song. It didn't autoplay. Good. I know you had like that, was it like Final Fantasy 4 or something like that? Listen to that finally. I believe that's what I'm looking at on the arm. Although it gets more round by the end. That's the weird thing. Oh, is it not on this? Whatchamacallit? This website? This is primarily a Kingdom Hearts fan site, doesn't have any Final Fantasy albums. Oh. Huh. So this is what I'm looking for the arms. It's just gonna get smaller and smaller. Okay. I'm surprised it has Silent Hill though. That's a... It's got Silent Hill, but it doesn't have Final Fantasy. That's a strange one. Let me not get my ears blown out. Alright. He has Final Fantasy arrangement album and compilation, but not the actual soundtracks. Ah. It's copyright? I mean, I wouldn't imagine what the website's doing is exactly legal in any stretch of the or in any way, but so I wouldn't imagine they would care too much about copyright, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm totally not doing something illegal, Twitch, done television. Never in my life. This is... I was given rights. I imagine... Why stuff... That makes sense. This should be closer to the body. Screenix. OST's rep? Yeah. Maybe they're, whatever they're using to find who the fuck's, you know, putting stuff on here is, like, not that great at finding this website. I don't know. I'm making very vague guesses. I have no idea how that sort of technology works. I wish other people didn't either. That way, bullshit copyright systems didn't exist. But it's mostly going to be in shadow, but it is going to get hit by some light. So I do need to think about the shape a little bit. Looks like it's a plate on the arm. It's like a plate. So that's what I'm looking at here. It's like this, and it has like ridges that go down it. Like this. That's gonna be darker. And it looks like this. There we go. That's kind of looking like the shape of it, but does it look good? Probably be fixing the painting process. Uh-oh. What? Oh. There we go. That looks better. So that's the wrong side, but whatever. That's fine. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the socket from here. You're just looking at the imaginary spikes, because who cares? Guess I should try and make some sense of this area. Where's Wish the full AC function of my AC unit didn't take up so much electricity so I wouldn't have to feel so bad about using it. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those, yeah. Air conditioning is just, it takes up all the fucking power in the world. It's obnoxious. I've just come to agreement with the people I live with. It's just like, my room gets hot in the winter. Like, because the heat rises through the house, it's like cold downstairs. So I go downstairs and it's frigid cold. But upstairs, it is a billion fucking degrees because the heat just rises up into here. So I'm like, sometimes needing to run my air conditioner during the winter is just like, God, this sucks. And then during the summer, it's 90 degrees today, and today's supposed to be our last cool day, like, weather-wise. And humidity's supposed to show up tomorrow? What's tomorrow temperature supposed to be like? Oh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Oh, that's probably, oh. Well, at least it's, or no. Yeah, no. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Great. Awesome. That's where our humidity's coming from. I think that's how humidity works. I don't remember wouldn't be biology. Of course it wouldn't be biology. Chemistry, that's it. I don't remember chemistry class. How the weather works. It's gonna rain really hard during my graduation, which is taking place outside. Oh, that sucks. Wait, but you live in Washington, doesn't it like rain 24/7 there? Like, why would you ever make plans outside? Like, if it's constantly raining, don't make plans outside. I don't know. What? That doesn't make sense to me. Because it pretty much constantly rains out here too. Like, not constantly, but pretty frequently, right? Yeah, like weird rains. I worked one time and they decided to do it again. Oh. That's stupid. I don't think I really need too much more description back there. I'm not gonna light up the wings. I know they do light up, but I might skip out on that step to keep the, because it would also make the composition not look too good either. These are deeply important. They must be saved. That up there, so if we ever need it again, it's up here. Oh, speak of the devil, I need to get this. There we go. Hell yeah. This composition's getting so laggy, or this file's getting so laggy. I've never had a Photoshop crash from a file being too big, and I've worked on files about double this size, so about 20,000 by 4,000-ish, give or take. Probably it was closer to 18,000, but, and that was with almost every file being a I forget what they call it, the thing I used earlier. smart object. Everything was a smart object, which is even heavier. And that was with photography that I edited. And a bunch of like adjustment layers. That was a very heavy file. And that ended up just fine, so this shouldn't be too bad. The only thing I'm gonna miss out on, I might make a smaller file with the same dimensions-ish, but just downscale to like 4,000 by 1,000, and then use my other brush for it. That's definitely a consideration. For now, it has been something like 3 hours, yeah. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom and be right back. Where the fuck is my mouse? There it is. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm a dumbass, I forgot to mute my mic, but whatever. I am back. Alright. It does look better. So let's get rid of this. Do a new painting layer. Go back to our normal brush. One of these days I'm just going to set that to a different hotkey, but eh. Let's just move it beneath actually. Oh, it's on that, that's why it's... Here like this. Some big stuff like that. let's grab this, and then I'll go back here. Go. There we go. It's like pretty decent. I know the whatchamacallit's too large, but yeah, whatever. No big deal. I don't care if I oversize it a little bit. Phone. It's buzzing, because it's 10 p.m. Wow, this is just a fucking mess. Holy shit. So even though I got all of this done, it's gonna be very hard to actually do this. I have an idea. I'd like to imagine I'm pretty efficient with my lasso tool. Oops. The only reason why I say that is just because of how much time I've spent working with it. In matte painting, like learning how to do matte paintings and stuff, where you're cutting out buildings very quickly. Normally I just use the hand-drawn one. Cut out plenty of rocks with it. Oops. There we go. Probably followed it too closely. Where is it? There it is. There we go. There we go. Still early enough for me to be able to do stuff like that. Might even throw a texture on it too. Oops, that's not a texture. Go. So I'm surprised how good the soundtrack is. Just keep throwing more texture onto this. No reason to be too complacent with it. Complacent? Is that the word I'm looking for? Probably not. Ooh. He said, not more or less more than. Gotcha. I mean, I imagine it works incredibly well for the games, though. Like, Silent Hill 1 literally has a song that's just drill noises. Hell yeah, dude. I love going to the dentist. These days, need to legally obtain a copy of Silent Hill 2 on PC and get all the mods that fix the port. Is there... I know that's a thing. Is it not on Steam? I thought it was. But it was like super broken. You had to use mods. Am I wrong? There's no... Huh. So I remember hearing about somebody doing that. Or actually, I think it... Isn't it related to the speedrun? Like, speedruns... Maybe it's related to the speedrun for it. Like, it might be faster on PC, but, getting a legal copy of Silent Hill 2 on PC is kind of a problem, and there's like a whole issue. It was a box PC game? Gotcha. Probably through, like, Windows Game Live or something like that. Something like that is like Windows... I don't remember. Windows Gaming something. Their old, like, system. Surprised how effective the texturing went immediately on this monster. Let's make a different layer. Do I want to... I don't want to draw that one. Yeah, I don't want to draw that one. It's coming along pretty nicely. Should probably work on the face specifically. Actually, I probably want these. For an atmospheric track, or soundtrack, it's actually pretty good. Unsurprisingly, there's some actual incredible, like, atmospheric, like, Half-Life 2 songs and stuff like that. Which I say unsurprisingly because not too much, I would say, is not perfect about that game. I wouldn't find too many flaws in it, and the flaws that exist usually are not detrimental, necessarily. At least I can think of off the top of my head. I know there's like a memory leak if you do like a bunch of very abstract shit, but that's a memory leak that only is caused by abstract shit, so I don't know. I don't really count that. It's not like you leave the game on and you get memory leaks. Well, maybe you do, I don't know. Like after like 30 billion hours. There's a lot of modern games though, especially with maybe not especially, but I noticed it with a handful of Unreal Engine games. They seem to get memory leaks after like time has passed, like just a couple hours or whatever, and you start getting like little frame drops and stuff. Very aggravating. And it doesn't seem to just be like a issue with like one game or something. All about dialogue. I'm guessing that was the previous song. Let me see. Unless you're talking about one of the Half-Life soundtracks. I don't know them by name, to be honest. I just listened to the... Oh, the Half-Life 1 one? Diabolical Adrenaline. I think I know the one you're talking about. That might be like my favorite song, actually. Hold on. I always listen to the soundtrack in full. That's my problem. I have the same issue with albums. I listen to an album in full, but I don't remember the song names. Where's Diabolical Adrenaline Guitar. Hold on a minute. It's paused. Hold on. Don't have an ad. Okay. Oh yeah, this song. I guess, yeah, if you have it like super loud, probably. It's a good song though. So much off the Half-Life soundtracks, like both 1 and 2, is just so good. One of my favorite aspects of Half-Life 1 is like, I think it's the Surrender Freeman, like, blood written on the wall. Shit's fucking horrifying. It's great. Just like playing through the game is just Surrender Freeman. The fucking text pops up on screen too, like the chapter. It's so good. Then forget about Freeman as well. Alright, back to Silent Hill 2. Yeah, you probably just had it louder on your... And also I've dropped my audio quite a bit in OBS, so... that also probably contributes. It's flawless then? Hell yeah. I once had a friend who's like, the soundtrack for Half-Life, that's not any good. I didn't talk to him for like another like 2 years. Unrelated to that, just coincidence. Just like, what? What the fuck do you mean Half-Life doesn't have a good soundtrack? I'm trying to think of, there's a song that I like a little bit more than that one. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's the one that plays, I'm trying to remember the chapter name. I think I used it in, no, I used a different song. I might have used it for that speed paint video I posted a long time ago. Military Precision. Yeah, I think it's that one. Hold on, let me check my videos real quick. Actually, will I even be able to find it? I have to scroll through so many because I have all the streams unlisted here. Is there a search feature? Probably, but I don't know where it is. Old speed painting video. Details. Nope, not that one. Oh, it was the first speed paint video, that's it. Not the first, but the... Yeah, military precision, that's the one. Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit more. Because I have that in that speed paint video. It was like my favorite song at the time. I was just actually listening to that song. It's like, hell yeah. So I need to like find this part here, then it's got here and here. Something like that there. It's kind of looking like Rathalos, but let's ignore that. Just pick a color to be the opposite side. Bright color to fill the inside of this eye. There we go. Something like that to fill in here. Just kind of making guesses as to what these things should be. Probably just give it some rim lighting and that will help me find my place. There we go. It's looking okay. Probably shouldn't try and over detail the face too much. Just kind of define like this area out here. Probably should try and find some sort of mountain out in the distance. I know it's the wrong location, but I'm thinking kind of like the architecture of the Guiding Lands. Or architecture, the way the Guiding Lands had like those jagged edges on the edges of it. I mean, I've seen that in some of the art for Sunbreak. Like off to the left. Let's see if I can't find an image of it real quick. We're seeing what looked like some really jagged like rocks, which partially gave me inspiration for the environment. I think that just seems to be a very Monster Hunter thing to have those jagged rocks. I have no idea. This is probably official. But it's not showing what I want. That's official, not showing what I want. Okay, there we go. Like in here you can see like the super jagged rocks behind like the in the new location in Sunbreak. So that's pretty much what I want to mimic for the sides over here. Is that sort of like terrain. That's the word I'm looking for. Not architecture, terrain. That's what I'm looking for. This sort of terrain with this super jagged rock looks super nice. Looks like there's snow on it, which makes sense. I don't know if I'll imply that, but that's kind of the idea. Just drop that into reference. Is there gonna be a demo for Sunbreak? Holy shit, I didn't even know that. God, I'm really excited for it too now at this point. I'm trying not to be overexcited for it, but I am very much anticipating it. They have like 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, for the demo drop, yeah. Has to be. Someone asked and they said it's a secret, which means yes. Ah. I'd be very much excited for a demo. At the very least, just a like, even if I'm not crazy about it in the long run, it's gonna be so much fun to just play Monster Hunter with friends again. You know what I mean? That's worth it in the overall. Like it can't disappoint me beyond that, unless they like remove multiplayer. Like that'd be the only way for it to be truly, truly disappointing. But I don't even think it will. I think it looks too good to be super, super disappointing. shapes kind of sticking out of the fog here. Kind of wanted to create like the idea of a mountain, like a hole in the mountain. You have your mountain here, you have your mountain here, but then it's like concave on the inside, and it's, you know, light coming in this way. It's like darker back here. But obviously it's so far in the distance it's not even noticeable. I was hoping to try and create that implication. I'm trying to finally understand why people play games in the dark. Is that not something you're used to? Light makes my room unbearably hot. Yeah, that would explain it. I've never considered that because I don't turn on lights when I'm doing anything. Huh. I just like it dark. My brain works better when I can't see what's around me. Not because I can't focus, just I don't like sunlight. That's good to hear that at least you can remove a little bit or alleviate some of that problem, huh? Might sound weird, but I actually like this song. Song's good? Okay. I was like, it's one of those songs that I feel like people could either be like one way or the other on. Like everyone either hates it or loves it. Nowadays I don't even try and be. I do my best not to be contrarian. When it comes to Monster Hunter, somehow I always end up on the wrong end of that, but whatever. I mean, it's not even just Monster Hunter though. I just end up contrarian or disagreeing with common opinions, and it's just like, what? Why? I didn't mean to be a hipster. Don't make me a hipster. Why am I a hipster? It slowly started to dawn on me. I'm just like, I mean, I knew it like with Monster Hunter, but I just realized it like, especially more with like Elden Ring, where when I did my playthrough and I did co-op with Mar, I loved being invaded. I thought that was like super fun, like fighting people in PvP. Because even though I wasn't very good at it, neither were they. I see people say Silent Hill 1 soundtrack is incredible. It's almost entirely repeated percussion noises, so I doubt Silent Hill community would hate this. Gotcha. I'm over detailing this distance. Just a couple more little spiky shapes. Maybe because I just play World, or I've only played World and Rise, but these spikes that they use often in the distance of They're like backgrounds. I really like them. It seems like a motif might not be the right word, but something they like to do with their designs quite a bit. Just put these like little diagonal, sharp angle stuff in the background. Oh, these things are super fun to do as well. Doing that thing again where I'm just kind of vibing and painting nice feeling shapes. I don't know why, but sometimes, you know, jagged shapes are obviously usually considered much more, what's the word I'm looking for, like they're considered like round shapes are calming and jagged shapes are, like aggressive, right? Angry. There is something very soothing about just a nice distant background, like angular shapes. I think that's like kind of why mountains are nice to look at, you know? It's just this sort of like cut against the sky. I don't know. A lot of weird art theories out there. I appreciate them all the same. Anger shape, yeah. Full of rage. Yeah, pretty much. Spike death. Evil. It is like a common like thing taught is just like, oh, don't, especially like I had a teacher who was like explaining it Nathan Fowlix he was talking about, he worked on Kung Fu Panda. And I don't think it was his environment, I think it was someone else's that he was showing off. It was like a sketch. And they had like a lot of like really jagged shapes, like all over the place, like for entryways and doorways. And the way they fixed it was using a bunch of like circular doors. You know, the panda or whatever was like over here. I don't remember what the panda looks like. I'm not a character artist, but you know, they replaced all their like sort of aggressive shapes with oh shit. Just a bunch of stuff like that. Oh, hell yeah, it's this song. Then he gets up out of the chair. Secret hidden Kung Fu Panda layer. There's just one frame of the show where they show concept art and it's just jagged angles and the bear is dead on a fucking spike. It's a creepypasta. It's only in like 10 fucking copies of the movie. And it was in one movie theater. Fucking, what is it? It's, this. How does the arm go? It's like, this arm here. I don't know how the other arm went. Something like this. Or no, is it this? Like this, I think. Creepy files. I'll blur him into the background. We all know he's there. Someone's gonna fucking take a levels to this and they're just gonna go, what the hell? What the hell is that? Can I actually make it? Yeah, hell yeah, I can. I can reveal the hidden layer. Deadpo. I hate that I watched a stream back and I realized like how delayed the music is versus me, so I just literally cannot hum or whistle or sing anything related to the music on stream. It sucks. Cause then I just sound like super out of sync. It's like full fucking seconds off and it's just awful. I remember Mar being like having an issue with that and I just thought, it's fine. No one will notice. Now I have an issue with it on my stream and I can't fucking stand it. These angles might not end up benefiting the composition, but whatever. Whatever. Let's grab a soft brush for this. There we go. Surprised creepypastas are still around, honestly. Like, I know that they're entirely jokes now. Just kind of wild that, like... Well, I don't know, like, is there a young audience that thinks new creepypastas that presumably exist? I assume. I don't know. Maybe there's not new ones. Or they're just all old and they're just reading those same ones. I don't really watch those type of channels. Definitely still serious ones. Gotcha. That's funny then. Mario Odyssey. His eyes came out. They bled at me. Help me. I'm drowning.
And that's how my best friend died. Mario's eyes came out of the screen. Drowned him. The most painful way to die.
I don't know, that's probably pretty funny. The one that gets me is that I really like,
My girlfriend is trapped inside a Godzilla.
I know a kid like a year ago who was really into them. Oh, Jesus. The one that gets me is that I really like Lavender Town song, but because of like all the fucking creepypasta around it, it's just like there's no point in like seeking any sort of validation for liking the song by like, going to the comments. Just everyone going, "Oh my god, Dave died." It's just like, okay, god damn it, I like this song, but no one's gonna talk about how nice the song is. No, it's creepy evil song. Has there been a new Godzilla game in a long time? I know there's that one that came out in like 2014 that sucked. It was like really bad. How about that one? It was like literally PlayStation 2 graphics on a PS4. I think it was a PS4. 2014 would have been PS4, right? Yeah, I think so. So I think it came out in 2013. Maybe, I don't know. It's only been mobile games since then. Gotcha. That makes sense. That game was atrocious. I really cannot believe that actually came out. Like, it takes just like such a little consideration. Also, the fucking Fall Guys was listed in here because of a costume, and I had a double take. Oh, on the wiki. Good lord. Yeah, and then there's the Fortnite crossover. Oh my god, epic. That's the company who makes the game. I hate Epic. They buy things unnecessarily. I mean, I know why they buy them, but like, fuck off, stop buying nice... They bought what? Bandcamp recently? Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? I was considering like switching, like moving from Spotify recently. It's like, oh, Spotify kind of sucks. Let me go to a different company. Oh, Bandcamp is owned by Fortnite makers now. Hell yeah, dude. Well, guess I'm not going there. We got slow. It's a double jump. Double pump shotgun. Ninja's options on this. Just fucking paint it over, who cares? Paint back over it. Being too precious with the painting right now. As the funny artists say, kill your darlings. Don't have paintings that you like. Hate them all. Hate them. If you like your paintings, you're not a real artist. Oh no, I think that part, or aspect of art, just comes from the fact that, like, it's such an easy process to begin hating your work. Then seeing people that don't hate it is like, what the fuck? Why do you not hate your art? What fucking witchcraft is this? And you realize, like, they're much happier people and they improve, like, at painting so much faster than you, and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be an asshole about my own art and, like, be super self-degrading. Who would have thunk it? I'm working that. I'm working all of this. This is an area that needs some work. Also, I've been drawing Dragon for too long, and now I'm going to work on environments because my little brain can't handle work that people actually have to do. I gotta go back to doing funny environments. I used to really hate my art though. Like, even when, like, I could never be happy with any of it at one point. Just hated everything I did for like a long time. It put me in a pretty deep rut. So what impresses me about, I speak about him a lot, but it's only because I deeply appreciate his work, is Craig Mullins. He really hates his own art. I mean, he's talked about it, listened to him say it in class, he mentions it on Twitter, like, he made a Twitter recently, and He, like, talks about stuff that he's doing, or like his old stuff, which I'm very grateful for. Very happy that someone of that caliber is talking about their work. And he mentions quite a bit that he doesn't like his own paintings. And like, I get it. I've been there. But I just don't understand, like, he just seemingly is always able to consistently have been improving non-stop. Yet the only way I can find myself out of ruts is by actually appreciating my own work. By not being so torn down by it. That's just a different way of thinking. That's just kind of crazy to me. Working with green's a interesting time. Starting to wonder if this composition is just unnecessarily large. I don't know, I like it. I love big, wide shots like this. No. Now we're both running out of music. Oh shit. My curse has come upon you. Not knowing what to listen to. Damn, that looks good. I'm actually really happy with the way this ground came out. It's like super complementary to the shapes that are going on. I like it. There's this feeling when doing paintings that it's one of those things, it's like a puzzle, because I play a lot of, or not a lot of puzzle games, but I've been playing a lot of puzzle games recently. Like solving like a puzzle that takes like a week to solve, it's just that gratification, that like, just amazing feeling. And that happens like the more you progressively are trying to learn something new with painting or drawing, that is just this constant feeling, and it's always just a fucking, it's a high that's almost impossible to escape. Like I've said before, I can get addicted to drawing, and it's almost not even a joke. It's like there is that sort of high of just like, damn, that actually looks good. I did something that I think looks good, you know? It's like that actually really works out, and I didn't even have to put I didn't like overthink it, it just naturally happened. It's just a feeling that's almost unreplicatable anywhere else. I don't know, maybe drugs can achieve it. Right combinations, but eh. That costs money. I have to buy drugs. But I feel like I mentioned earlier about the hating, you know, my own work and stuff like that. That also prevented me from experiencing that feeling. It's like I was too caught up in like what didn't look good in an image. Like if I was in that same mindset, I'd just be over here like looking at this, you know, fucking mess. I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? What the hell is that? What the shit? And I wouldn't just be like, damn, this looks nice. Like even if it doesn't look nice to me in like an hour, it's just like, ah, this feels good. Ah, fun. I can only imagine that's what a lot of other art or like artistic fields feel like too, like with Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Hell yeah. Doesn't this have like a hip hop sorta? That's what people are saying, right? Is the 6 is really influenced by 3? I forgot. Jesus Christ. Third Strike jump scare. Ooh. I'm also very excited for Street Fighter 6. Like even if that game's bad, I'm just excited for more video games. So I was almost, if it wasn't for like, you know, playing games with Mar, I pretty much almost was entirely done with playing video games for a long time. I was just like, I could play a video game or I could paint. I'm excited for Divorce Kin. That leak isn't from the same person who leaked like a bunch of the other stuff, right? So that one's not as confirmed as the other, like the roster and stuff like that, or not roster, but concept art. Because honestly, a lot of those are probably DLC. Knowing how like games are made, first DLC is probably gonna be featuring some of those characters. I hope Akuma's not DLC. The Divorce Kin can't do a fire shuriken is really funny. I'm just imagining like, you know, the match opens up and it's just, you know, whatever, like the Dave from Dave and Buster's here to beat you up, and then it just pans over to Kin, just fucking crying, just wailing for his, like, why did she leave me? How could she do this to me? I don't know what Ken sounds like. I've never played I played Street Fighter 4 like a billion fucking years ago, and I played it like twice and then never played it again. I was at a friend's house. I also stopped hanging out with him. He sounds like Dante. The same voice actor? Ah, okay. Actually, I think you say that and I had like one of those like, oh yeah, I remember hearing that recently actually. The fuck does... I can't remember what Dante sounds like though. Brain small. I spent most of those streams drawing the fucking thumbnails And it shows because I think they're the best thumbnails I ever did for Mars channel. I like all of them. I mean, the DMC2 one is not like a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but it's kind of the point. It's not supposed to look quite right. Different voice, but you can tell it's done. Ah, I gotcha. It's kind of like that, the Scout voice actor from TF2. I'm blanking on his name right now. I know his YouTube channel was called Unkempt Pubes. Nathan, something like that. Nathan something was his name. You could just hear the Scout in his like voice all the time. Oh, I'm guessing it's the voice actor, Ruben Langdon. That's kind of funny though. Does he voice Terry from that fucking, I know he got added to Smash, but I can't remember what. King of Fighters? Is that it? Does he voice him as well? Or are people just making that comparison for a different reason? The Ken to Terry. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I have literally no idea what their voice actors are. I just don't know if you ever had an English voice actor. Gotcha. I've seen people like referencing him though quite a bit with Ken. I think it's just because they look similar now, like the character design. They both look like homeless people or something. I heard that new King of Fighters sucks, which is disappointing. Apparently, like the online is just broken. That's disappointing. Like the online just doesn't work for people. There's even a website for it. They were contact friends and SNK, Capcom Games, and Kentos Cherryback. Ah, that's neat. Capcom versus game. We live in the worst timeline. Really? That's unfortunate. I mean, we already knew we lived in the worst timeline, but still. I feel like I should commit to much larger shapes in here. I'm gonna do something like this. I need to commit. The real question is, even though we'll never get another Capcom versus game, will we ever get Tekken cross Street Fighter? Because there's a Street Fighter cross Tekken, but Tekken cross Street Fighter is the one that hasn't come out, I think. Oh, that game sounds very annoying to play. I don't know, it could be good though. I just feel like if you have a Dragon Punch or good aerial moves, you will win. There's not, unless they had like a universal anti-air. I guess they would in that game. It'd probably be fine. Universal anti-air would be weird in Tekken though. Considering already the strange hitboxes, how they work. Shoot hub. Yeah. I've heard that character is interesting. I like his design though. I really like the concept art for Rashid. He's got a. I love Akuma's leaked outfit too, or his like new look. If that shit, if he looks like that in game, that's fucking sick. I think they really did a good job with like, you know, they did that like all the hair sticking out everywhere for Street Fighter 5. But I like that he got the bun back, but he keeps like the rest of the beard, like all the hair. Looks sick. Should probably drop the saturation in this area. As much as I like the green in here, I didn't really like Street Fighter 5 design. Design's like, yeah, it looks super good. I think that's partially why I'm excited for Street Fighter 5. If they release an art book, if it pays, like if the money goes to like the concept artist, I'll probably buy it, like a physical copy even. I'd be very willing to buy something like that. I'm not as interested in concept art books that don't support the artist though. I'd rather just look at the fucking art on their portfolios or whatever if they have it. Or find the concept art elsewhere. I'm still kind of gutted I never got to buy the concept art book for Rise. And again, because most of the stuff seems to be online anyway though, not a big deal. I was only going to buy it digitally anyway. I don't even know if there is a physical copy of it. Want to buy one of the Final Fantasy XIV art books? I bet those are really nice, actually. Like, I know that they're working with a lot of limited texture work, but I bet the art books are super nice. Because those designs are still super good, especially when you showed me like you had the loading screens as like concept art. Those are just super good. Like all the concept art that was like on the loading screens with that mod. It's like mesmerizing how good that art was. And again, I'm a big concept art lover or fan. I just love all concept art. I think it's something about the fact it's so, what's the word? It's work that's clearly built to be fast. It's not meant to be a masterpiece. So all you see is just someone's like whatever skill is just kind of inherent to them. You see like a very raw sense of their ability. You can't judge them for that, obviously. Like, you know, if someone's not good at drawing super fast, that's not, you know, something you judge them for. But people who can are just incredible in the way they can do stuff, especially like when they can really show like, especially character stuff. That's incredible. Like way overworking that in the background, but who would have thunk it? Environment artist overworks environments, while there's a giant dragon that is still sketch layers. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I bet the art books for that would be super nice. Final Fantasy VI? What is it? Have you actually, you might have shown it to me before, potentially. I think we've talked about this potentially before. It's one of the Catholic Tower. Probably can explain why. I need to see this now. What would I do like this? Oh shit, yeah. There's a couple in here, but I'm assuming this first image. Ah yeah, that's probably it, right? That's actually really cool. I love the blue in the sky. It's such a deep value. Burns, or not burns, but it has like a really hard contrast against like the warm colors at the bottom of it. And just like that, you know, almost like a milk color of the tower. Looks super cool. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, there was it's a game that like failed. It was one of those live service games. I think Anthem was what it was called. Might be wrong. But it had like a bunch of mech designs and like, I'm not crazy about mechs. They're not really my thing. Not just mechs, it's like, that sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like very, like futuristic, I guess. Yeah. I think it's Anthem that I'm thinking of. It just had like incredible like armor design though, and like their environments were maybe a little cliche in some respects, but like it was high execution of a cliche, and that makes it look, you know, 1,000 times better. Because normally when you think of cliches, they're like really low execution of them, right? But there can be high execution cliches and they can look incredible. In art, I mean, say. I mean, fuck, I'm doing some pretty major cliches for the most part. You can find different cliches all over my work. I don't mind them though. The entire point is that I try and utilize the fact that I'm using them. Contrast that with my sort of absurdist view of composition too. At least I would say from a lot of my other work is more absurdist. So I don't really like, I specifically want to break rule of thirds as often as I can with a lot of my work. And if it ends up in golden ratio, and that's alright. Yeah, Anthem had some incredible art that came out of it. It had like those, I remember there was like a piece that had like some of these like white, like these cliffs that were just like white, and they had like the green grass, like, you know, flowing like over it, you know, like the limbs and the vines and stuff like that. I was drawing that sort of like coastal rock for like days after seeing that. I was just like, God, this looks so nice. Never quite mastered that though. I'm not too good at getting a good color composition with that. That's probably overworked, but whatever, it's fine. I say it's overworked and immediately return to it. I can't help it. This kind of reminds me of a compositional element that I was working on at one point. So like we have the center of the screen here, which I'm pretty certain actually is the center. And the way it was working was that either half or 1/3 of my screen would just be a mess, and then you'd have like 1/3 clean, or, you know, a mess over here, then, you know, a clean composition over here, or same thing with a half, like half composition a mess, half composition clean. That's not too out there, but it's definitely not as common. This is kind of getting into that territory where you have all this detail on the left side, and the right side is just very much empty. Yeah, Anthem really failed, huh? God, that arm isn't looking too good, huh? How's that gonna pan out? I don't know. It looks too small is its problem right now. I'll probably approach it at a different point. I guess I can approach it now, actually. Really remember it. I just remember, or really remember it. I just remember it. It's one of the first live service games. Decided things to come, to be honest. Yeah. It was that assumption that like people are gonna try to make, or people will play, you know, console and PC games the same way they do a phone game, which is just not gonna happen. Especially when you only put about 2 hours of content in the game. You know, it doesn't matter how good that content is. If it's only 2 hours, you're not gonna really keep the person playing. That's kind of an important lesson in that. Like, at the end of the day, the game actually has to be a game. It can't just be... I mean, EA would say otherwise, considering most of their fucking games aren't games, but whatever. I can't believe how disappointing that company is. Like, it's like they never hit a low. Like, what? What's the last EA made game that was actually good? Or even EA sponsored, right? I just can't even think of them. And often when it is like, oh, EA owns a studio and they made a good game, it's like, you're not equating that to EA, you're equating that to the studio. I don't know, they got like a Activision problem where it's just Activision would buy things and then those things would just die. Or yeah. Does Microsoft own Activision? Is that a thing? I hate that that's a question. I'm tired of like being like, wait, do they own this? Does this company own this other big company? In the process of it, yeah. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to all these companies buying out each other. I just really hope that somehow that sort of process of like, I guess it's just the inevitability of games becoming more popular. I guess there's really nothing to see or say about it at this point. Just kind of the depressing reality is games became more popular that this was inevitable to happen. And only inevitable because, sure, you could say like, oh, well, this person's seen into the future and they seen this and this and this and they're right. And it's like, okay, but did anything change? No. Okay. Well, people either didn't listen or didn't believe or didn't care. We are where we are. I think a lot about that with my own work as well. It's like, I would like to work in like, you know, game studios and stuff like that, and I'm very much willing to take, you know, jobs at a lot of companies that I may not necessarily speak highly of, only because I see them as a stepping stone to get to the jobs I would actually want. But the reality is, like, I would want to land on a mid-level size studio where I have health insurance, but then also I'm not going to be kicked out in a month after they're done needing me, you know? Because it's easier to save money when you're a big company and just hire an artist for a month and kick them out. Hey, but at least you had dental for the month, huh? Must be nice. Where's this light coming from that'd be hitting that? I don't know and I don't care. Looks nice. I like the way this arm's turning out. Just kind of painting along the way. Looks too much like armor. I don't like that. It needs to look like an exoskeleton. Also looks too small. That's better. Yeah, that's ultimately my dream with work is that I end up working at a smaller studio for long enough to, you know, have work that I'm proud of. And obviously working the larger jobs and the smaller jobs in between. The whole journey all the way there, you know? Probably shouldn't be detailing it that much. It's probably too much detail for what I'm trying to do. Let's just erase it. Very easy to overwork something when I have very good texture underneath. No reason to get rid of that texture too quickly. I'm just kind of giving myself more work in the long run. Start to look okay. Ooh. Oh shit, are they? Let's see. Oh god, $40 for one? Jesus. Your Shadowbringers? Good lord. All of them are $30 and that's like $200 for all of them? Yeah. That's quite a bit of money to spend. Do you even know, like, does it even say if it, like, the money goes to the artist who, like, who did the work for it? Because it's not as bad if it's at least like that, you know? It's like, at least it's going to the people who, like, made it. It's a direct, you know, or, you know, primarily direct way of putting money in the artist's hands who, like, made the things you like. Not sure, but it's publishing for it. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. verified Final Fantasy fan that I fucking hate Square Enix. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable to. I mean, that's just large company. Just large company. I hate that they own game series. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair feeling about it. I think the one that depresses me the most is Valve. Like, I used to really appreciate, like, I still do, like, the products the company once made, you know? In some way, they still clearly have some touch of humanity. But good lord, Steam is a fucking failure as the service. It's such a fucking mess. I mean, I prefer it to other options, but it's like you're literally Valve is like, or Steam is like, okay, here's Steam, a thing that barely helps its you know, people who like put games on there. It's, you know, the rates and cuts are really awful. But what, you gonna go to Epic? I mean, the Ubisoft one's down now. What was fucking EA's whatever launcher is gone now, as far as I know. Like that, all the stuff that was on there got moved to Steam. It's like, these things are always terrible. It's like, there's never been good options for a lot of media, just in general. Square Enix seems to be intent on using Epic Game Store for almost everything now. Really? Surprise Pixel Remastered one. Epic exclusive. On one hand, exclusives are like a necessary part of consoles. I get that. Consoles, that makes sense. You know, especially when it's like, you know, a Microsoft funded game that's only going to be on Xbox, and you end up with Halo, an incredible experience worth buying an Xbox for, right? And then PlayStation has like, you know, God of War and stuff like that. Games worth buying PlayStations for. I wouldn't say that's true about Halo anymore, but God of War is probably more accurate, right? Like, at least for modern consoles. It's just like, that at least makes sense, and it's unfortunately the reality of how the world works. But I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is an Epic exclusive. That alone is fucking stupid. But okay. Angels of Paradise, I don't know what that necessarily is. Was an exclusive Neo the World End. Oh, I think I've seen something about that one. Yeah, Neo the End with You. That sounds familiar. I'm just gonna hard commit to these shadows. Zero marking despite apparently being a really good game. Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite. It's like, yeah, we got this game. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna not market it. and then we're gonna wonder why it failed. Okay. It's like being an artist and wondering why you have no one knows who you are because you don't use social media. Wait, hold on a minute. I don't use social media. That's why nobody knows about me. Not that they would care anything about it anyway, because I only paint trees. I only started painting interesting things recently. Yeah, it's one of them classics. We don't promote our game, and then it fails, and then we wonder why. How could the consumer do this to us? They didn't let us spend absolutely nothing on our game. Better than artists that are absolutely obnoxious on social media? That's true. I think one thing that's always rubbed me the wrong way about artists on social media is the drama. It's just like, I mean, obviously, right? But same thing with like Twitch. Just, I don't give a shit who big Twitch streamer is, nor do I care who they fucked. You know what I mean? I feel the same way about a lot of artists. Like, okay, if you did something fucked up, that's a different story. Like, if you fuck someone without consent, okay, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. But like, otherwise, I don't know. Oh no, the relationship ended poorly. Fucking, I don't care. Like, I don't know. They say don't meet your heroes, right? It's kind of depressing, but I should go this for this area. I'm not deviating my colors too much. But I know this area is actually like a blue pinkish sort of color. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't really. Only artists I follow don't either speak like a little bit about politics, which fine, whatever, I expect that. But I mean, I'm following them. I can unfollow them if I don't like them, but politics are fine for the most part. NFT shit is fucking annoying though. I unfollowed so many goddamn artists. Just like, nope. Fuck this. A lot of people that also interested me in this kind of art too. It has given me, or it has given a nice litmus test though to find decent artists. The ones who are like, yeah, fuck AI and fuck NFTs. It's like, hell yeah. Now I'm on the same page as some people. Nothing against people who make AI that like creates art. That I have absolutely nothing against that. I just hate the one that like uses other people's art. Like it uses paintings that actually exist from other people, and then it distorts them with like other paintings and makes something new that looks similar to the last thing, to the first image you like put through the process. It's gross. Like, don't do that. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? Don't develop technology that's stealing art effectively, right? Like, look how fucking hard artists have already had to fight just to have like just the bare basics of just like legal or legality to like, you know, their work in a system that brutally hates them. It was like, let's just make AI that's unregulated anyway that fucks over artists. Hell yeah, dude. That shit's annoying. I don't respect that. Other stuff though is cool. Oh. Nice. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. So apologize for the Discord noise. I should probably turn that off for stream too. I just need to remember to do that. The real Mario Man 6444. I'll just turn it off by my system sounds, probably what I'll do. So I don't like the streamer mode. Mara, look at funny painting. Not funny, a lot of work has gone into it. Damn, Mara's not real? It must be a bot. Holy shit. Can't believe this. A robot in our chat right now. Either that or ghost. Depending on their definition of real. Sir Sword. I've been struggling with Astalos Painting, so that when I fight him in Rise, I can go, haha, I know you have scales for teeth, and not actual teeth. Because he has scales for teeth. I learned that at some point. One of these scales for teeth. Here it is. Scales for teeth. Ooh. I have literally no idea how this fight goes. I know Mara's shown it to me once, but no other idea. I love the design of it though. I drew it as like a joke draw, or not this related, but I had that joke drawing that I did for Mar. And then I was like, wait a minute, this monster's actually kind of sick looking. I want to paint them. GU is less annoying than high rank, and for you it's weird. Just what you have access to, I'd imagine. Like resources and stuff. For you, hiring feels like Australia was designed for 4 and only 4. Oh, 4 players. Ah, okay, okay. I was like really trying to comprehend that one without looking stupid. It's like, what is this? Why is my brain not able to comprehend this? My small little brain. I'm sorry. That makes sense though. I seen that like super rad video where he talked about he went like through Freedom Unite. I think that was one of his complaints about World as well, if I recall correctly. He doesn't like the, you know, like the quests that feel like you have to fight it with 4 players, like Safijiva and stuff like that, and Kolv. Which I understand that. Because you could always solo the other like content in other games. It's just really hard. That was content that was just truly made for not that sort of thing. Behemoth is pain. Oh yeah, in World? Yeah, I imagine so. I didn't have to do it, haha. So I just went straight into Master Rank and never looked back. I mean, obviously I went back and did some of the stuff, but... Persona music? Yeah, it's definitely Persona music and... What it... It's Street Fighter, isn't it? Yeah. Unless you already knew that and you're just joking on me. If Rise ends up having a Final Fantasy XIV collab, it won't. I hope it goes for something mechanics like AoE markers and stuff. That'd be neat. Then I'd be forced to learn your strange, silly game mechanics. And not just stare at them in confusion when I watch your stream. Should we play with a specific party composition? Oh yeah, is that a thing with Behemoth? Like a specific thing or something, or? I know very little about the Behemoth fight and world. I know we did it together, but it's just like, I don't really remember very well. I don't know that I liked it, or found it very interesting. This is very muddy. Need like some brighter colors in here. Final Fantasy XIV Cloud that forces you to learn advanced relativity. Ah. Actually, savage experience. Oh, this is starting to look like an eye. Vaguely. Let's just desaturate this area. Probably starts looking better, right? Let's see, where's my line art? I'm vaguely following it. Like that. It's more accurate. That would be spoilers, but it would have been a cooler monster to fight than Behemoth. Let me go look up who that is. Google's taking 10 years to load. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, I actually like its design quite a bit. It's actually really cool looking. It's getting hard to talk. Oof. Sitting down for so long without taking a break because I've been enjoying this process of talking to you and painting a funny monster. Let's see, where am I at? Kind of close, right? Drunk your water? Yeah, I ran out of water early on. Now I got this green tea that I'm drinking. When that runs out, I got a Coke that I meant to throw away, but it's... Let's see, does it have any, Yeah, it does. Oh, God, it smells. It's from, like, yesterday. Got a bottled Coke, worst case scenario. I'll survive. On something. I drink a lot of water when I'm painting, though. It's kind of weird for me not to be drinking water, if anything. It's how effective it is to paint like this. Let's see. Smelly Coke. It's not as smelly, it's just immediately a strong smell. Because, you know, it's Coke. It's got acid in it, or whatever. And poison and death and things that the Coca-Cola company will sue me for if I continue going on to say. These days I'll finally give up sodas. I did for a good long time. I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink them. I didn't. I was like, I'll have another one. And now I'm back. I have relapsed. Just gonna presume this floats over the eye a little bit. Guess it's better than brown sugar water O2. What about fruit juice? I mean, it's got a lot of sweet in it, right? Sugar. occasionally drink it though. It's not if I'm gonna drink something that is vaguely healthy, I'm gonna drink like green tea or something. I do like green tea. I like the bitterness of it. I'm not even crazy about like a lot of bitter foods. Like I don't like dark chocolate very much, but I do love like other bitter food or green tea.
Now, find a new rival.
Find a new rival. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here they are. New rival showing up. Here they are. New rival.
We await your return, warrior.
It's him. He has a mohawk. He's super cool. He's cooler than me. Damn. Goblin. You want him to be a goblin? How do you draw goblin ears? I don't know. This ear's gonna be inexplainably long. I guess this one can be too. There we go. He's got insane deltoids that leads like little measly arms. Hell yeah, dude. He's got a shirt on. This is Twitch.television. You can't draw people without shirts on. Dude, I can't wait for this to be the fucking thumbnail of fucking stream. Somebody's just like, what the fuck? What the hell is that stream? No wonder they only have 2 viewers. Is that over anything? No, that's good. Alright, good. You can stay for now. Shout out to Simple Goblin. I didn't give him 2 fucking beards, but I can. Here we go. Damn, Simple Flip's got fit. How mohawks work? Is it like this? I'm just gonna say yes. As opposed to complex goblin. Now, complex goblin is some like math formula. How do you wait? I can't write a math formula. I can't think of any funny ones. Quick, someone send me a number file video so I can write a funny math formula. He's gonna beat up Astalos with his long sword. Wait, long swords don't have this. Just like this. Yes, Street Fighter. Dion sent it to me because he has better taste in video game music than I do. And I wouldn't know where to go anyway. So Dion, send Mara a link to that service you found, or this website. I think you would actually really like it. 9 plus 10 equals question mark. Ah yes, hold on. I got a complex goblin right here. Why? Wait, which track? Wait, which one? I'm scared. Is it the one that's playing on stream right now? Big video game music site. It's a voice collection? It's not like a DMCA thing or anything, right? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, we're good. Ah, I see. Yeah. Just, yeah, 10 minutes of voices. Okay. I hate how long my stream delay is, I apologize. That's just the depressing aspect of my internet. Did not mean to burp into the mic, but okay. I did it anyway. Oh, right. Gotta skip this one.